This cupboard above my work table has my stamping inks here and up in there, and then these are my homemade shimmer messes, and then these are the different ink refills and distress inks. I want to get them under there. I don't use them very often, but I want to clear this cupboard up because I need to store other stuff since I'm going through my cleaning up my room. I'm trying to organize. So measure the space where you are intending on putting your creation. Okay, 18 inches is going to be how tall I'm going to make this. That way it will be under this radio thing. And then I measured from about where my light cord is to the end of the table, and that's 36 inches. By the way, you can purchase foam core board at some general dollar stores, Family Dollar, whatever. You can get them from Staples, office supply places, and you can get them from craft stores. I measured this to 12.5 inches. I don't know why that looks crooked, but it's not. Alright, and I drew a line. Now I'm going to cut along this line with a craft knife. Now, you can make this out of cardboard, and you can use hot glue, but I'm going to use this metallic metal tape, heat duct tape, to hold the stuff together, and then I think I'll cover it with paper. You will need to use a craft knife to do this, and if you're doing cardboard or even this, make sure this is a brand new blade. And just make sure you hold tight to your ruler as you come down. And be careful not to stab yourself when you come to the end. And I'm going to go through one more time to make sure that I have the back. Now I need to measure this 18 inches tall. Okay, that's 12.5. So now I need to make this 18. Save your pieces. Don't throw these away. Alright, I've cut my piece 18 inches tall. Now I need to cut it 5 inches wide. What I was thinking. 5 inches is the depth that I'm going to have to go under my cabinet. So I'm going to need 2 sides. So I'm going to cut this twice. Once at 5 and once at 10. So this piece is going to be the back. Now I need to, alright. Now the inside dividers, I'm going to need 2 of them. Alright, with this piece of foam core, I'm going to cut these at 4 inches wide and 18 inches long, and I can get 2 of them out of here. Alright, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mark these off at 1 inch increments. Where's my pencil? There it is. Alright, now I'm going to use my crocodile, and where I've made these marks, I'm going to do the bigger hole, the 3/16, and I'm going to make a hole where I've marked. Right. Okay, there's the hole that I made, and I'm going to do that to all of these marks. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a strip all the way across to the end. Now, if you don't have one of these large crocodiles, if you have one of these silent setters, then you can use it to make your holes. Oh. Okay, that cut through. Oh, all right. Now, the silent setter kind of crushed it a little bit. So if you use that and you get that, then just cut from this side. You know, when you buy a box of like glassware, stemware, and the pieces of cardboard that are in there crisscrossed like this is what we're going to be making. This is what I'm going to do. And if you don't have a silent setter or a crocodile, then if you have an awl, you can use that. You know, ice pick like thing. Okay, after you have marked your 1 inch increments and used your crocodile or silent setter or your awl, then draw, I made this 3/16 inch wide, draw lines across to the edge, and then I'm going to cut those out. I have these pieces done. Now I am going to, this is my back. This piece is my back. So I'm going to measure 4¼ inches and 8½ inches, and I'm going to draw lines all the way up and down, and then these are going to stack in there like that, and then the shelves are going to go in like that, but they're going to go down further on the back. So I need to place these, I need to get these lined up in there. All right, now I've cut one piece, the length. Now I'm going to cut 4 more, excuse me, 3 more. So I'll have 4 of these. All right, now I'm only going to take off, I'm only going to peel this one side off, half of it off. I'm not peeling the tape, the paper all the way off of the tape. This stuff is really, really sticky, and it sticks to whatever gets near it, fingers included. So, and it'll stick on itself. Okay. So what I'm going to do is one side, okay, I'm going to try to line this up as best as I can without it going all crooked. And if you don't press it down right away, then you won't have a whole lot of trouble. Okay, now I'm going to set that. See, and it looks pretty bad, but that's all right. This is going to be to the back, and no one will see it. And you can use your bone folder to smooth it out a little bit better. All right, now I'm going to do the same thing on this side, but I'm going to leave this paper on so that these two don't stick together. Okay. Now, okay, there's the foam core sandwiched between the 2 tapes. All right, now I am going to get this lined up on my mark. And I want the foam core to be flush with the top and the bottom. I don't really want one side to be over another. Okay, now I'm going to peel only one side off of this paper. Okay. And then I'm going to press this down. Okay, and now I'm going to do it on this side. Now this is on pretty sturdy right now, just as it is. But I want to make sure that it is really down good and tight. Whoops. Okay, so there. That's on there, nice and sturdy. Now I got to do this one. I'm going to do the same thing as I did. Only peel off half and attach it to each side and then put it on there. Okay, now I'm going to make the shelves that will go inside these slats. And these pieces are, oh, what, 18, probably about 20 inches long, so I need to cut them down to 12 and a half. So I'll make a mark. And then I'm going to cut this off. Now, this is 4.5 inches wide. Whoops, turn this way. Oh, first, I'll get those X's out of the way so I don't confuse myself. Okay, now I need to make 2 marks. One at 4.25 inches and one at 8.5. And that's where I've placed these, 4.25 and 8.5 inches. And this is 4.5 inches wide, so 2.25. I'm going to come to my mark and go to 2.25 inches and make a little mark there. And the same here. 2.25. All right, now with the big bite, then I'm going to make the hole. Okay, so now I have the 2 holes, and I'm gonna cut this away so that this will go in there. And I'll just go ahead and do that now. So you'll know what I'm talking about. My blade's getting dull, so it's not cutting straight through the foam. Okay, now, where's my cover? There it is. All right, now this is going to go in here. Just like that. And your now your ink pads will go right on there. See, you can have one underneath. So each one of these shelves is going to go in, and so that's how this is going to come together. Now I need to make 17 of these. Okay, now the stays on fits inside there. This shelf here is shorter These, for the Stampin' Up! Pads, are 4.5 inches deep. For these, this one's a tight fit. On this side, this Ink It Up, I've got this shelf at 4 inches. And my measuring and whatever is haphazard, it seems. So some of these, the things come out pretty easy and the others don't. So like that one comes out real easy. So, but anyway, the Versa Magic, 4 inches. So this will be stepped in. Now for the Distress Inks, I'll need to make these shelves 3 inches wide. Now all of these shelves are still 12.5 inches wide. I'm still making a mark at 4 1/4 and 8 1/2. Alright, now you might want to know how I'm going to put this together. It's going to be easy. I'm going to use this metal tape. And I have my 2 side pieces. So I'm going to cut off a bit of this metal tape to the length that I need. Right, now I'm going to turn this upside down. And I'm just going to butt these up. I'm not going to try and go underneath. I'm just going to butt them up right up against each other. I'm going to do the same as I did with the inside. I'm going to burnish it down with the bone folder. Alright, now then. And you can peel this the rest of the way off. Now with the side, I am going to get these ends flush. Uh-oh. Let go of me. I'm going to get these ends flush like that, and then I'm going to raise this tape and then work it up here. Alright, now I'm going to burnish it. This is going to flop around for now until I get the bottom and the top on. Okay, so now take this piece and I'm going to go ahead and peel away all of the backing paper this time. There. Alright. So I'm going to put this on, whoops, on 1/2. Oh, crapazoid. Let go. Okay, I'm going to put half on here, and then I'm going to bring this down and then just fold this over. Alright, now I'm going to burnish the corner. And then I'm going to do the same on these other sides.